Hello everyone, and welcome to another Starfield mod showcase. As you can see, this is the Halo Reach Pelican. This took me a little while to get in the game, but this one is a little bit different. I will be updating all of my ship mods here soon. I don't know how soon, hopefully soon, before I get started on the next major mod that I want to get in the game.
Hey, what can I do? I'm sure you can find some.
The Pelican can be bought at the new Atlantis vendor. The Multiversal Shipyard had a lot of issues with it, and it just didn't work for a lot of people. So in place of that, I'm going to be using the ship vendor framework from now on and adding the ships to probably the new Atlantis vendor. And if it turns out that he has too many ships and it just doesn't work anymore for some reason, I'll swap to, a different vendor, vanilla vendor somewhere, so that we can keep the pre-built versions. So here it is, and that's the buyable option right there. It's ready to go. You should have no issues. I've never had any issues. If for some reason you can't enter, I'll show you all that here in just a minute.
Anything I can help you with?
Let's see here. Okay, I want to view and modify my ships. Okay, so you can also build it, and this one's very, very easy to build. I mean, this is one of the easiest builds that I've ever made. So it's pretty simple. Go ahead, get your structural piece out, and what you're going to want to do is on the bottom here I have the KE-31A autocannon, and then on the inside little fin piece here on the wing I have the Atlantis 280C missile launcher on both sides. So there's two of those. And then I have on the outer fin here on the wing, I've got the KE-49A autocannon. And then Weapon 0 is the KE-49A autocannon. Weapon 1, the KE-31A autocannon. And then Weapon 2 is the Atlantis 280C missile launcher. So put those on there, get your structural piece. It doesn't have to be like right now, just remember you will need that. You're gonna have to put those weapons on there. You can put different weapons on, it's not that big of a deal. You don't have to use this, that's just a configuration that I went with. As far as the actual ship itself, easiest way to do this, get the Armstrong 20R cockpit. That's this. Doesn't have to be that one, just get an Armstrong cockpit. And then behind that I actually have a custom 1x1. It's the Reach Pelican interior 1x1, so get that, snap it behind your cockpit. Above that, here, let me actually show y'all something with this. Above that, we have the Reach Pelican docker, and it snaps on top of the 1x1 hab. And then I've got these little snap points right here on the back of the docker, and that's just for our equipment pieces here. So I've got the engine, and that goes on the front. The fuel tank, goes behind that. Grav drive goes behind that. Reactor, and then lastly the shield generator goes on the very, very back piece. There we go. On the back here I actually did something a little bit different. This did take a hot minute to figure out. It's a little bit different from the other landing bays that I've done. Same concept. We have the Reach Pelican landing bay on the very back. It's not on the bottom this time. It's actually snapped in to the back of the interior. So you actually enter and exit looks like, at least, on this back door. That's something I wanted to get done. Once you have that all in place, you've got your structural piece with the weapons attached to it. Grab your structural piece, and you want to line it up to where this is almost in line and flush with the front of the Pelican. And it should. There we go, just like that. See? If you got it where it's sticking out, you just move it up a little bit, and voila. Just like that. See? Very, very easy, simple build. Very happy with this. And again, if you don't want to build it, you can buy it. This one, I was even contemplating putting it in the vendor, but I figured I'd go ahead and do it because I needed to learn how to do that for the other ship mods that are more complicated than this. So to get in, go to the back. And by the way, if something happens and like you can't enter, sorry, one more thing on the build. If you buy it, this should only be an issue if you buy it. If you buy the Pelican and you go to the back and it's like, oh,
hey, what can I do for
it
you?
just says like ship ladder or ladder, then
Sure, how about?
What you can do is get something small, like, let's see here, like this. Snap it onto the side. I don't know why this is a thing, but it apparently is. And then you can put that over it, and it doesn't clip or anything, so you should be fine to do that. There you go. And then again, that step's only if like you go in the ladder, the thing isn't connected, or if it says door or something. I don't know what this one would say, but yeah, you should say reach Pelican when you go up to the activator here. That's what it should say when you buy it. Again, if you build it, you shouldn't have this issue, so you don't have to put that equipment plate thingy on the side, or the weapon mount on the side. So you can go here, and then we can board. Alright, here's the interior. So I did try really hard to get it to be as close as I could to the actual interior of the Pelican in terms of like the seats and all that. I put the weapon plates on here because I remember in Halo 3 they had like these netting up above, and then Chief reaches up on the arc and pulls down a sniper rifle from the left over here. It's like right in here. So since I couldn't get the actual interior of the Pelican in here, I figured I'd make a custom 1x1, and that was that was very painful. That was very hard to figure out and get working, but it's working now. So that this is just the 1x1. There's nothing too special in here. And then you can open this up, and we have our cockpit, which I think works really well for the Pelican. I picked this on purpose because I knew what it would look like. Okay, and then that's your third-person view. There's first person. If you have the all-in-one ship upgrades, you might want to try flying this in first person. And then you can exit the ship. See, it works, no problem. And you can also get in. This is another issue I have with this, for whatever reason. You can exit this way as well. No problems there. Okay. A few credits need to be given before we get into the showcase, not the showcase, the active combat and all that kind of stuff. The textures that you are seeing are custom textures that were created from scratch by Vico is Beast. He did all of the colored texture work the normal textures and the other stuff did come with this mod, with a few exceptions. Like this is a Starfield texture right here, and on the windows that is also a, come on, really? Starfield texture. Model is not the best thing in the world. I don't know what's up with that. Oh, that's the Docker. That's why that's there. Okay. That's what that is. I know what that is. That's the Docker being odd. So Vico I think he did great on the textures. I really do. I'm very happy with the way this turned out. It's not, 4K resolution or anything, but I think it's passable. Honestly, this turned out a lot better than I was expecting. So, the invisible landing bay, that was given by Electionis, as always. Very big thank you to him. Without him, I can't do all of the landing bays that I do like that. That wouldn't be here. So always huge thank you to him for that. So I hope y'all enjoy this. And like I said, I'm going to be updating the other mods that I've done, the Enterprise, from the JJ, the Classic Enterprise, Normandy's, in Amberclad, all that stuff. I'm going to be updating hopefully soon to include the ship vendor framework and add them to the New Atlantis vendor, so look out for that on the mod page. I'm not going to make a video about it or anything. That's just should be a small update. But alright, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope y'all enjoy. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.